722, welcome back. Kent Brown is here. Welcome back to you.
Kurt, thank you.
From Royal LePage. Big celebrations going on at Royal LePage. Going to get to that in a second. Wanted to check on the markets. I see a lot more for sale signs popping up. It's that time of year, right?
It's exciting again.
Yeah.
It took us a little while. We're about 3 to 4 weeks behind.
Yeah.
Open houses are busier. People are coming back out. Right now, if you were buying, great time to start looking. There's a lot of inventory.
Yeah, and it's just coming on too, right?
Well, it's all fresh stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we've got more inventory than a year ago. So the market is here. The snow's gone. People are back out. Open houses are, like I say, busy. It feels good again.
I'd certainly check with Royal LePage, considering the amount of experience this company has in the business. As a matter of fact, you're celebrating 100 years.
100 years. We're running ads right now, just letting people know 100 years.
Yeah.
And not many Canadian companies out there can say that.
There aren't very many at all. I would say a handful that have been around for 100 years.
So and I wanted to talk this morning just a little about how Royal LePage has evolved over the last, because we started as AE LePage, and I know we have a couple of slides to show.
We're going to actually show a picture of Albert himself, right?
Albert E. LePage.
Yeah, there he is.
He started in 1913. This house was actually into the 50s, you can see from the cars. But started real estate in 1913, billing himself as the bungalow specialist, and got started from there. That was, you can see up there now, 1919. You'll notice, too, that house is central Toronto.
Yeah.
$4,700. Now it's about $800,000. And Mr. LePage was instrumental in founding the Toronto Real Estate Board and all the ethics behind that as well.
He also did some other things as we move on through time here. He did some interesting things that really started the ball rolling in terms of developing subdivisions.
Well, he got into that a little bit later, but in the 20s, absolutely. He was instrumental in marketing. So you see on the left there a house he built in one day, gathered people, and then sold that home for charity. Royal LePage has always been, and AE LePage, very, very involved in the community and charities.
Right.
And the house on the right, he built the first fireproof house and challenged the fire department to burn it down. So again, just a little bit of marketing, but a little bit of innovation in real estate.
Right. Then came Don Mills, was really the first example of a planned subdivision, correct?
And it says, I'm just reading it here in front of me, 800 hectares of farmland, and it was North America's first planned development right in the heart of Toronto in Don Mills.
Yep.
He started that up, and then he put the land assembly together in 1960s for the TD Centre. So it was, they were very involved with that.
This is still Albert doing all this stuff?
Well, I think he might have been dead. I can't remember. I have to look that up.
The company carried on, though, obviously.
And then we did things that were beneficial to the public, just getting more information out there. The Royal LePage Survey of House Prices, that began in '74, still under AE LePage. Royal LePage was AE LePage and Royal Trust.
Oh,
so we were two separate firms.
I remember Royal Trust.
I actually started with Royal Trust 29 years ago.
Is that right?
Yeah, and then they merged in December '84.
Gotcha.
So, and then in 1995, we were the first to put up the true real estate portal on the internet. So it was one of the first places.
I tell you what, that's become a great way, a great tool to have a look at houses, right?
Well, there's so much information out there, and we want buyers to be and sellers to be well informed.
Now, what's the deal on this vehicle?
Well, this is exciting, and we're only launching it to our own agents today, and we're putting this out. This car, in honor of Royal LePage's 100th anniversary, we've just purchased. It's a 1913 Ford Model T, and we'll be giving it away this year. I had it shipped out to Vancouver for our conference, and it's back now. You'll see it on the streets of Ottawa. And somebody who buys a house during this year, from January 1st right till Christmas Eve, one of our buyers or sellers will be drawn and will receive this car. And if you don't want the car, we'll give you a cash equivalent to the dealership of your choice.
No kidding.
So we're giving away, you can watch for it on the streets of Ottawa, but a 1913 Ford Model T.
Are you going to bring it down here someday?
We're hoping to have it here in 4 weeks.
Oh, I hope so. That'd be nice to see.
We'll take you around the block.
You know, it is a tremendous history of this company that has been around, like you say, for 100 years, and there aren't many that can have accomplished that feat. And, you know, it just goes to experience and the vast amount of things that have happened in real estate over the years. Royal LePage has been there the whole time, right?
Well, we've been there, and I think the big thing is we try to be the innovators and hopefully the leaders. You know, we were the first with a personal service guarantee, where if you're not satisfied our service, cancel your listing, we'll let you go. Whatever it took, we want to make sure that the client comes first, and we keep providing more and more. Our brand new royallepage.ca website was launched Canada-wide this week.
Yeah.
All sorts of innovations just to help.
Yeah. of course, you wouldn't have 100 years of business without great customers, and I'm sure that's what it all comes down to, right?
You know, 12,000 people a year buy or sell a house with Royal LePage in Ottawa, and most of the time we get it right. We have a bad day once in a while, but it's pretty good.
Hardly ever. Ken, good to see you. Thanks. I'm looking
Thank you,
forward to
Kurt.
seeing that vehicle. That's
Thank you.
nice, eh?